television stations, and by a grant from the City of Seattle and the Seattle Arts Commission.
I was running one morning around this neighborhood, and I went to the backyard, and I was just sitting, thinking, and I had this image that came to my imagination of a globe with a hand on one side and a hand on the other, and the fingers were interlocked, and the words over top were "Peace Through Story."
Dad, you know what? I'm leaving in about 2.5 weeks.
Oh, are you getting excited?
Yeah.
I wish I was going with you, but somebody's got to film about the kids. Hey, everybody. Watch your step now.
I think I am going to miss going out on the boat with him, but I'm going to know that I'm only going to be in the Soviet Union probably once in my life, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm not going to think about the things I'm going to miss.
Well, I'm really proud to have her go to the Soviet Union. I think a person-on-person relationship with the Soviet Union I think is really a good way to do it, a good start.
In our community of Mansfield, up in north central Washington, we're about 60 miles north of Wenatchee, the community turned out wholeheartedly in support of this project, so that many groups and individuals sent money prior to our even asking for it. So Monica has all of her money raised now.
Lots of people do talk about the Soviet Union. We want peace. We don't want to be blown up by nuclear bombs.
Johnny, what? Johnny, Johnny, yeah, Mazu.
Great. That's great. A little more practice, I think. Yeah. Sometimes you're a little unsure of the words, and you'll have it.
I like to tell Paul Bunyan stories because I feel that he's kind of like there, and I can say, "Hi, Paul. How you doing?"
I'm worried that he'll miss us. He's never been away from us this long. We've never been away from him that long. And I'm worried that he won't miss us. I hope he does a little.
We as individuals raised our own money to go on the trip. I sure hope we make friends with our storytelling. I think everybody likes a story.
There we go.
There are 27 of us storytellers ages 9 to 15 and 15 adults that are going with us over to the Soviet Union.
Bye-bye.
Michelle says we're going to make friends with our storytelling. I sure hope so. We met every other Saturday for the past 6 months. During our trainings, we told stories to each other, and several, such as Britt Erickson, even learned to speak some Russian.
We're taking 51 quilted story banners that were made in elementary schools, and we're leaving them in the Soviet classrooms.
This is a really thrilling moment because a dream that I had several years ago is now being realized by these children as they tell stories across the Soviet Union.
I'm zonked. I just can't wait to get into bed.
And I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Listen up.
I'm tired from all the traveling.
Get
Watch your step now.
We're going to have breakfast at 9, and 9:30 we leave.
As we went on the bus to the first performance at the Pioneer Palace, I was really excited because it was going to be my first performance. I was kind of surprised to see so many television cameras around, but all these kids were gathered around, and it was really neat. They were asking them questions.
We thank you so much for the opportunity to share this program with you, giving us this chance to come together and celebrate the things that we share in common.
The Soviet faces, as soon as they heard the first line, they all kind of clapped and cheered, and it was really neat because they recognized that that was their story, and we had taken the time to learn it in their language. The Turnip is a story about a farmer who plants a turnip, and it grows up to be really huge, and so he has to call on his whole family, even his mouse, to help him pull it out. When you're telling a story, you're really opening yourself up and making yourself vulnerable. But from the first performance, I knew that it was really going to be a big hit because it was a Russian story in Russian. The Soviet children also told us stories, and when they did so much action that we could understand it, even though it was in Russian.
What you being school kids, school children, can you do something?
Yes, I think we can do something by making as many heart connections as possible.
Да, мы можем сделать. Связывать сердца как можно больше и как можно крепче. Is it so?
Yes.
Да.
То можно ли сказать, что эта планета, вся планета, это большой наш голубой дом?
Do you agree that this one planet we've got, it's our common house, it's our house? Do you agree?
И от нас зависит, будет на нем пожар или нет?
So it depends on us, if it will stay safe or not. Is it so?
Yes. I was amazed in the Soviet Union at how many people could speak English and how well they spoke it. The schools start English right away when the kids are 7 years old.
We really like to get your letters. They are very interesting and sincere. They tell us many things about your life, many things. Some years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, we received a letter from your girl, Eve Gordon, and there was a poem. She wrote it herself. This poem is about peace. That's the flesh. I'm on the floor. It's finally come. It's a nuclear war. Help me, please. I'm all alone. I'm going to die. I can see the radiation in the sky. And now here I go, my few last breaths. I'm trying, I swear, to do my best. I don't like living in the world of dead.
Do you want all of them? All of them or some of them?
But I say some 5 or 4.
5 or 4.
No, I'd like all them to perform a small play.
I was really thrilled when the little kids told the turnip to us. And it was neat because they were telling it in English, and these little teeny kids, and they were acting it out. And it was kind of neat because I felt what they feel when I tell them the story in Russian.
Oh, it's too big for us. Granddaughter, help us, please. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what a victory!
We communicated with each other, and even without language. And it's good because she wanted to tell me to hurry up, so she goes, and that was her way of telling me to move. And I'm going, oh yeah.
It's amazing how creative you can get.
I couldn't believe that we were actually going to the Moscow circus. I'd heard so much